So we have a phrase in the podcast, it's all about that dick money.
Yes, I remember you saying that.
So just to give you a quick backstory, so we were talking about how much each of us would suck dick, how much it would cost, and it resolved in a situation where Jamie was sitting with his wife Charlotte, and she turns to him and goes, "How do we pay for all of this?" And I'm sure Jamie said, "That's dick money, Charlotte. Dick money paid for that." But every time someone emails in, they say it's all about that dick money.
It could be a Mandela effect. I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Whether they've made it that, where they're not actually repeating what we've said, they're just saying it's all about that dick money. I don't know, but I still love it.
They've coined a catchphrase, basically.
That's great, man.
I could still see it. And I could imagine him sitting there with Charlotte as well.
Of course,
Dick
Jimmy,
money pay for that, Charlotte.
it would take me millions of pounds to fucking even go near someone's fucking dick. No, let's say
driving his dick
Charlotte
money
be a
Ferrari.
rich lady.
I'm a simpler man, Jimmy. I just said pay off my mortgage and I'd suck a dick. I'm quite happy.
Yeah, I'd probably do it for less than that. I mean, I wouldn't do it for too cheap, but you know, if I could skate by a few months, I'd probably take a shot in the mouth. You know.
Yeah. Respect to you, Jimmy. Jamie's
That's
just
brilliant.
got very high standards. That's all it is.
I have. Maybe it would be different if the cash was in front of me.
He'd get weak in the knees.
Yeah.
So she said, I have had guys paying for feet pictures, underwear, all sorts for a while now. I made myself enough money I was able to start my own business, and no one is any of the wiser. I am a modern day hustler. I even had a guy for a while who had sent me money for dinners and drinks with friends just for a foot picture.
Fucking hell.
Men are a strange breed, and I took advantage of that for a while. So I'm building my legitimate business up. Another girl has come into my life. I never considered myself with a woman, and I'm not. If she does, I don't know if she swings that way either. But I'm curiously talking and thinking about her. 24/7, she brings me coffee each morning in the office and has a long, lengthy chat with me. Should I take the risk of making it awkward and losing a friendship by seeing if she's interested, or should I just fight those urges? Respect for taking advantage of pervy of men.
Absolutely.
Because my missus keeps saying about selling feet pictures, and I'm like, I ain't got a problem with that. I was like, you send many feet pictures you want if it pays for a holiday.
I've debated shaving my own foot and seeing if that would... see if they would buy it.
That could work,
Stomping
man.
a cake.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a bit of cake in between your... Oh, man, my feet are minging, though. Like,
Yeah, you
standing
have to
on my
have
feet
nice
all
feet.
day, they're all fucking dry and that. Nah, fuck that. But no, I don't understand it. I personally don't have... I hate feet. I've always hated feet. I think it's... I always remember... do you remember the film... it's got a really long title. Never drink juice on the west side of the hood while...
Don't be a mess in South Central drinking your juice in the hood.
That's the one. And there's a scene in that where like he's gone round a woman's and he's like licking hot sauce off her feet and stuff.
Yeah.
And scarred me for
You're
life.
not into that.
That's fucking minging. So, mate, yeah, no. I can get down the whole buying underwear and stuff like that. I can see that, but the feet thing, no.
Would you buy if a fart in the box? Because that's always a fucking thing, in it. A fart in the jar. Would you buy one of them?
No. How do you know
No.
it's sealed properly? When it gets to you, it might not be even in there anymore.
In a box.
Is that what would keep you from buying it?
Yeah, knowing that I wouldn't get my legitimate purchase.
You want the guarantee?
He
I wanna see
He
it.
wants like a certificate of authentication or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
sealed
called.
in there. Well, we already had a listener say they would drink Jamie's bathwater. So I mean, I think there's a merch idea
I'll keep
there.
that in mind.
Make it like full day of work, like
Yeah.
soapy water. Oh, Megan.
Dirty.
And then you got Jimmy who buys hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yes. Not for the same reason that people are doing that, but I mean, kind of similar.
What about
I'm
feet?
sure-
Are you into feet, Jimmy?
Nah, not really. Not really.
Not
I mean, I
really.
understand that a lot of people are,
Yeah.
but I couldn't see myself paying for that.
No, I'm the same.
It gives me chills, like not in a good way.
You're horrified.
It's rare to see Dan being prudish about anything. So
Oh no, feet and like teeth and nails. Like if you ever watch a horror film and someone's getting their teeth or their nails pulled out, those three things would send me. I'd leave the room. That'd be me done. Yeah, there's not a lot, but those three. Are women the same? Like guys, I could imagine like getting quite offended if like another guy comes up and like tries to initiate something. Guys get really like offensive, right? But women, I don't think women are the same way when it comes to another woman showing affection to them.
yeah, I don't know. No idea. I think that because the listener's not even sure whether she swings that way. She says she's never even. So she doesn't know whether she's going that way. She doesn't know whether the person she's going after goes that way. So if she doesn't know she's lesbian or bisexual, and she doesn't know the other one's lesbian or bisexual, how the fuck is she gonna initiate anything?
Well, it sounds like she's kind of beginning to swing that way. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't think you start to have those kinds of feelings if you're not actually feeling it.
yeah.
But I mean, how the fuck do you know if the person she's interested in is like?
Yeah.
I don't know that it would ruin the relationship
No.
if she handled it correctly, but how the fuck do you approach that?
Exactly. Without.
Well, I mean, how do you know? Yeah, how do you find out that she, also goes that direction? Like
You could do the
go ahead.
do that. Go like get a photo of like an attractive celebrity, and be like, "Oh man, isn't she really fit?" And
Yeah.
then see what she says.
Or try and like bait her out with like Jennifer Lopez.
But
or
then you
something.
can't do that because if someone said to me like, "Oh, isn't like Ryan Reynolds really attractive?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, he's a pretty fit guy."
Yeah, right. And then
Yeah, yeah.
and then they think you're yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
And
mean,
then
I
you
would
turn
for
around
Ryan
and their
Reynolds,
cock's
but
out.
that's not a.
That's
It's like touching your hand. You're like, "What the fuck is that, man?" Like, this guy-
Yeah. She didn't happen to mention the woman she's interested in if she's with someone, did she?
No.
I mean that
I think there's
that'd be a giveaway.
that would be
yeah. Or an
I think
ex,
there's
find out
a
about
certain
an ex.
amount of like when someone's like really nice to you and like does nice things for you. If you're not used to things like that,
Yeah.
that can also sort of draw you into something that you're not normally into.
Yeah, you're right. It may not necessarily be a sexual attraction. It may just, be a
Infatuation. Is that what
Yeah.
you're looking for?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just want to be your best friend and do everything with you, but I don't necessarily want to, lick your box. But
Yeah.
maybe she does.
Well, maybe it's gone that way. Yeah, lick your box, fucking hell.
I'm trying to get on you guys' level. Megan
I love
and,
that.
and Bandit and
Yeah,
Snog.
it can get pretty smutty. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the term that we would use would be clam.
Oh, clam.
Lick
Okay.
lick a
I
clam.
should have used clam.
Clam.
I like box though. Yeah, clam. You never heard clam?
Oh, I know
No,
clam. I
no.
normally I just say pussy, but I was trying to fucking.
Yeah.
I was trying to get on that
Throw it.
British level with you guys.
Throw in a few slang words. I've had a lot of bad experience with like dating people that I work with, especially if you're trying to start the business up.
Yeah.
I think you've got to sort of stay on a professional level. But then on the other hand, Jamie is now married to someone he worked with, and that worked out for the best.
Yeah. Yeah. And if the person is starting if it is this person's business, they could just fire them if they're not. If it goes awkward.
Would there be? I don't know how it is over there. Would there be repercussions for that? Like, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends.
Like if is there unlawful termination or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
that
you
might
can
be an
tell, I'd
issue.
get myself in trouble pretty
Yeah.
quick.
That's why Jamie is at the bottom and he's not at the top. I wouldn't do it personally. I think keeping that separation is better.
Yeah, on a serious note.
Especially if it's like, if you've never experienced it before and it's more of like a fling, then that's a lot to ruin just because you want to experiment.
I think you can get to know the person as well without actually going down that road straight away.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in not shitting where you eat. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've broken that rule myself. So,
Yeah. Yeah, same, yeah.
but it ends badly. If it ends, it ends badly.
Yeah,
So
that's why I said Jamie's the other coin and the other side of the coin.
He's the exception. Sure.
Yeah.
But that was birthed out of a terrible situation at work as well. So
Really?
yeah, where I was a dirty dog. So
Oh, yeah, we won't go into that.
it worked. Yeah, we won't go into that again. It comes up a lot.
Does it?
So yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think don't shit where you eat. I think if you're really feeling it 6 months time when you've got to know the person even more, then maybe by then you should know what their exes are like and stuff.
Yeah.
If you've had enough conversation, then maybe think about it then. But at the beginning, when you've only been knowing them for like a couple of weeks, it's not worth it.
No.
You could destroy a potentially good employee's relationship.
Yeah.
Because it's her business, correct?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that whole boss employee thing.
No.
I mean, we know it works out sometimes, but man, if it goes sideways. But again, I mean that's a risk that she's going to be willing to take. You know, in the end, it's always their call. But I mean the repercussions could be grand if things don't go the way she wants. So is it worth it? You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Very true.
That's what I mean.
Very
If
true.
it's a fling, then what's the point? You just
Then it's, in my
Brilliant.
opinion, that is definitely not worth it.
no.
If
not
you're
at all.
looking to marry the person, you know, then say fuck all.
Yeah. But no, let us know. Like I said, it's been a few weeks since these emails, but hopefully you haven't jumped the gun. Let us know what you decide to do. If you did it and she did turn out to be that way, we want to know about it. And how did you tell? We need this information for later on.
Seriously.
Yeah, because we only have gaydar for men. It doesn't work for women.
My gaydar, I don't have a gaydar at all. I wouldn't even know.
It's harder. The gaydar is working overtime nowadays. Like 2023 is pretty rough for the gaydar, but it catches it every now and again.
Mine's all over the place. Sometimes there's a few people lately that I was 1,000% sure that they were, you know, that they were swinging that way. Come to find out, I was dead wrong. So
Happened to me. I literally this week got fitted for a kilt for my brother's wedding, and I was convinced he was the poshest English person I've ever met in my life. Yeah, and he spoke so camply. I was like, this geezer's definitely got like a little dog at home, and he's got a husband sitting there waiting with a cup of tea. I was like, this geezer's that posh, and he's like proper gay, yeah. And then his wife and kids walks into the shop while I'm in the middle of the fucking trying on my kilt, and I was just like absolutely shocked. I was convinced. I was saying it to my mum and everything. I was just like, yeah, he's definitely going home to his boyfriend and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, 3 kids and a wife.
Fucking hell.
I just love using the word geezer.
Yeah. Gonna learn some new things after this episode.
You know, I, these are all words I've heard, but I've never actually spoken to somebody who used them. So this is fucking amazing. even like in text, Jamie calls me mate, and I'm like, oh yeah, mate.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking
Lad,
awesome. Yeah,
fella,
it's fucking great. I fucking love it.
I do use the word mate a lot.
I thought mate was an American thing. Is that not?
I've never heard it used. outside of like pirate movies, I've never. No one before you guys, no one has ever called me mate. So I love it. I
There
fucking
you
love
go.
it.
I think it's an Australian thing, if anything.
That I think so too.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so too.